try to break away from me?
We must put the past in its place. It is all that holds us back from reaching Mother.
My children. Alma, you were to be my legacy, but you are all monsters.
Well, I didn't expect that. I thought that F.E.A.R 3 was gonna do their usual thing of spamming generic big lads over and over again with no actual boss fights, but then this thing comes along. And it's a super easy win for yours truly. I'm going to define these types of boss fights because these damn things happen all the time. Giant bosses that stand on the border of the arena and throw out these ridiculously damaging attacks, yet never have the ability to kill their enemies. Or they do, and it's an instant murdering. I'll go with giant goof as a term for these bullshit difficulty obstacles for characters like Dark Souls 2's Old Iron King, Dead Space's Hive Mind, and possibly Donkey Kong 64's King Cutout. Because these boss fights aren't challenging, they're just stupid and annoying and backbreaking due to either never or always being able to kill the player, having limited attacks and huge health, and then disappearing for huge sections of the fight for no reason. This entire section of F.E.A.R 3 pissed in my mouth for me right at the end of the game, since day one tried to play up the backstory of Harlan Wade as an absolute monster, which is definitely fair for the canon that I've been playing. The issue is that it was never shown until right this second throughout the whole series, that the pair have had this past that they need to deal with to finish the fight. It would have been better saying that the Harlan Wade monster was generated from Alma, since she would have had a better reason to actually fear him and create this monster out of that old memory. The boss fight is terrible since the ghoul's attacks cover the entire arena, making dodging impossible because there is no dodge, and since the attacks track, it's impossible to have Harlan whiff, and you also can't see them coming since Harlan doesn't telegraph any of his attacks, so to end up with a win on this one is up to sheer blind luck. Plus, the boss doesn't have a health bar, so when Harlan is defeated it's ridiculously arbitrary and isn't satisfying, since it's more like the monster just gave up their will to live, rather than Point Man and Paxton defeating the guy themselves. Then there's the commercial break minion fighting that was put in just to make the set piece longer than it needed to be, since Harlan just disappears when the minions come out to play. Overall, it's another example of day one having no budget left and just crapping out a final boss that doesn't do anything or add anything to the game it's in. It doesn't feel like the ending was earned and it was obligatory at best. It's a boss that's a total waste of time and could easily have been replaced by a cutscene just to save time and money. And the idiotic buildup of Harlan's backstory falls flat on its face, since it never existed in any of the other games until this point, and Day One didn't bother to build that up throughout this game either. They just say it's a thing now because reasons that they made up 5 minutes ago. So yeah, a big pisser all around, really.